Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of The Forest Job. Not of this season, but of the series in its totality. It's a sad day, it really is. I've been making this series for what feels like ages. It is actually the case. I've been making this since the game launched the end of last year. So we've been going a good 6 months, if not more. That being said, you can see that today's match against Old Boys is a very, very special one because Lionel Messi is retiring from football in the game today. The year is 2027, and Lionel Messi has finally decided that he is going to call it a day. It's going to be an honour to finish my career as Nottingham Forest manager by taking on a team that is spearheaded by the greatest striker in world football. Let's get into the game today and see who's going to be playing for us, and more importantly, I guess, who's going to be playing against us. So, Bernd Leno is retiring. The Arsenal goalkeeper calling it a day at the ripe old age of Christ knows what. He's not as old as Messi will be. Interestingly, Messi will not be playing the beginning of the match. Instead, he's going to be on the bench from the beginning. Interestingly, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is also retiring in 2027, as is Mauro Icardi and Karim Benzema and Antoine Griezmann. Good gracious me, what a forward line that is! And they're playing Gonchar up front. I don't understand that at all. I really don't. As for us, we have players who aren't in the best of form. I'm going to treat this like something of a testimonial myself and give Hernandez the start. And Haaland can come on in place of Meslier because he's not going to play today. Yeah, so I think if I was to continue this save, and if I do continue this as a private save, I suspect that Chucho Hernandez might be the man that makes way at centre forward at the end of the season. It's a good job that that's not a decision that I have to make on the channel, but let's treat this as a final farewell to the players who have treated us so well over all of these years. Joe Worrell, a Nottingham Forest original. Oriol Busquets, who joined us in 2021 from Barcelona. He, at the time, was a marquee signing for us. And if you told me then that he would still be playing in the centre of our midfield when we had the likes of Tonali, Bellingham, Molino all on the bench, I'd call you crazy. Harry Wilson, a player who came in after a couple of years of us being at Nottingham Forest. He was a player who I had chased and admired from afar for quite some time. It was very satisfying when he finally joined us. Hernandez, of course, who was one of our first signings at the club after that initial first season when we were promoted from the Championship, and he has just absolutely smashed it for us. I think he might be our leading goal scorer. We'll certainly look at the stats at the end of the games to see whether or not we can find out if he is the leading goal scorer. And I wanted to leave it until last because I think that he's a player that, above all, deserves so much recognition and credit, and that is Kike Arcas. Uh, just an absolutely superb player. He's still only 28 years old. Um, just a fantastic attacking player. You wouldn't believe that a player essentially a Master League player would be able to not only hold his own in a Champions League winning side, but almost be the player around which everything else was was built. We started with the 4-5-1. We eventually moved to this 4-4-2 formation. And since moving him to a support striker role, he has been absolutely unstoppable. He's been immense. And, I just absolutely love the guy. And if you're starting up a new Master League save, I would absolutely recommend picking up Arcas if you can. He would be he'll be the best player that you've ever bought. Zafak is a great player, but Willems, I want to throw out a mention to Jetro Willems, who was such a great player for us for a couple of seasons there. He was really competing for the left-back slot. Never scored that Thunderbastard goal with him that I wanted to, which is a source of constant regret for me. But there we go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be reminiscing for this entire episode, I think. I don't know how much commentary you're going to get and how good the commentary quality is going to be, but I'm just thinking about all the good times that we've had playing in the City ground, watching the boys in those red shirts do the business for us, and the losses, the draws. God, there were so many 0-0 draws. It'd be kind of fitting if it was a 0-0 draw today in a way. But here we go, Javier Hernandez kicking off for the very last time for us. This is our final kickoff. Nottingham Forest. Zafak on the right hand side, plays it forward into Wilson. Sees Camavinga free in the centre. Now Busquets. Ooh. Sergio Canales into treble. That's strange, I only see one of them. And now Arcas. Hernandez making a run, but Arcas can't find the pass. And Canales gets it back to treble. Now Lucas Moura to Canales once again. Gonchar leading the line, strangely, given the amount of striking talent on show today. Here's treble to Canales. Good tackle. Now Busquets. Oh, it's a good turn by Arcas. Wilson, can he get round his man? No, but it's a free kick apparently. The referee must have been told it's my last day in charge, because that is not a free kick. It's not a free kick. It's absolutely not a free kick. Mendy's been done up like a kipper there. Camavinga to take this free kick then, just plays it short into Busquets, who finds Ait-Nouri in the wide position. Looks for Kloschek, but can't find him. And now Gonchar will bring it forward. But it's won by a combination of Busquets and Camavinga. Ait-Nouri. Joe Worrell. Here's Busquets again. Looking for Wilson. Lets it run. Zafak. Cross into the box, Arcas underneath it. Can't do anything with it. Lucas Moura to pick up the loose ball. And Manolas. Back to Moura. Advancing down the right wing. Turns back and looks to play it back to Manolas. Into treble. Long forward ball looking for Gonchar. That's a great ball. Into the path of Wilson. Here's Arcas. He just runs it ahead of himself a little bit too much. And now Manolas for the old boys into treble. Up to Gonchar once again. And once again the defence holds firm. You'd think they really should get Griezmann or Aubameyang or Messi or any one of the many world stars of football that they have at centre forward onto the pitch in that position, but no, they're continuing to play with Gonchar. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, Arcas. I was thinking about trying to cut that lane off, and turns out I should have done so. Riyad Mahrez into Canales. Here's Busquets to Arcas. Koulibaly reads it. Back to Bernd Leno, and he finds Nelson Semedo on the right hand side. Lucas Moura to treble, back to Semedo, to Moura again. Hernandez is now tracking back, trying to win the ball. Moura gets around Camavinga, holds off the advances of the French player. There's a lovely ball into Ait-Nouri, perfect pace. Arcas looking for Wilson, couldn't quite get it for him. And none of my players reacted at all to the loose ball there. It's quite annoying, but there we go. Oh, Arcas very nearly winning the ball there. Instead, Mahrez has it on the left wing. Now Bernard Mendy gets round Zefuk, but Wilson's there to help his man out. And he plays a lovely ball down the side of the pitch for Zefuk. Oh dear, that's an awful pass by Zefuk. What is he thinking? Wojciech intercepts, but it's taken off of him once more. Here's Canales to Treble. Treble and Canales really doing bits in midfield. Semedo to Lucas Moura. This could be dangerous. He's looking for the cross. He gets one in. And that's a good take by Nubel. And indeed, that is half-time in the testimonial. And we're halfway to the perfect scoreline to end the series. We didn't have a single chance in that first half. We've got to do better in the second. Here we go then. Hernandez still leading the line, but I wouldn't be surprised if Haaland finds his way onto the pitch before too long. Mahrez gets around Wilson, so Fuck will look to hold him up. And that's a poor ball to Mendy, which costs them the ball. Forest with possession now. Camavinga in deep midfield position. Plays it across to Salisu, and now Ait Nouri. Hlošek with a bad first take. First touch of the ball was pretty bad. It's cost us possession once again. But he is doing his best to try and win it back. Say that for him. He might not always have the best first touch. He might not always have the best pass. But he'll work hard to try and win that ball back for you if he loses it. Here he is now. Oh, lovely ball out to Wilson. And it was a nice idea from Wilson to try and advance the play immediately. But he couldn't quite find the accuracy on the pass. Camavinga to Busquets. Hlošek. Hernandez. Oh, no, he was looking for Arcas, but once again the pass just lets him down. I think we'll be seeing Haaland before too long now. Gonchar still with the ball. That's lovely from Forest until Wilson somehow manages to take the ball off of his heel. Oh dear. Right, okay, changes are going to be made, and one of them is going to be Wilson, who's going to be replaced by Jude Bellingham on the right-hand side. And we're also going to look to change things up front, where Hernandez is coming off, and actually we're going to go with Nketiah, because Haaland not looking in the best of form. Tonali can come in for Busquets, and that is as much as we're going to change, because I have faith in Camavinga to do bits for us. Semedo. Lucas Moura once again on this right-hand side. Camavinga does well to win the ball. Oh, that's a poor pass though. He's put his team in trouble. Hlošek does well to win the ball. That's a lovely ball by Arcas as well. Unfortunately, he couldn't get to the pass before it was cut out by the defence. Ooh, a little bit of pressure on him there. Oh, Hernandez, he's in. Oh, it's a foul. And he's not going to be on the pitch long enough to have a go at this free kick. That's lovely control from him. I've never seen that animation before. Just reaching the foot out just to knock it on slightly. Manolas, the man guilty. And they're saying that Bellingham should take the free kick. I don't think so. Baby puppy. We're going to go for Kike Arcas, the living legend. Oh, he's gone and done it again. This man is consistency incarnate. Brilliant free kick taker. You have to question Bernd Leno there. It wasn't in the top corner, but he was unsighted by his wall, which jumped a tad late. And that was all of the time that Arcas needed to guide the ball into the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Forest, and at least we're not leaving you on a 0-0. I was slightly concerned for a second. Camavinga is all over the pitch looking to win it, and he has won it. And now Arcas to Nketiah. Down the line, looking for Arcas again. Can he get there? Oh, he very nearly wins the ball back, and in fact he forces the mistake, which leads to a corner for Nottingham Forest. Jude Bellingham. Arcas underneath it. Tonali. Well, he tried lobbing it. I don't know why. That's the cheekiest finish that I've seen attempted by my team. Camavinga pushing forward, trying to put pressure on the back line. Salisu looking to deal with this one. And he does deal with it quite well. Bellingham stretching to try and get the ball. Here's Messi finally on the pitch for the old boys. And immediately he's fouled. Another couple of changes to be made. Losek is coming off. Hudson-Odoi to come on for him. And what else can we do? I think I'm going to give Albiol some time as captain. And we're going to change Zefuk to captain. And shall we give Ihataren some time? No, that wasn't... Damn it. Hang on. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Right, okay, there we go. So we have to defend this free kick. But if we can, I think we're in a pretty strong position. Lionel Messi looking like he wants to take this one. Takes a deflection. Goalkeeper coming for it. And Nubel deals with it pretty well. Oh dear, oh dear. That was bad. Zefuk, however, is able to deal with the ball. Comes back to goalkeeper. Now Arcas. To Salisu. To Ait Nouri. Here's Ihataren. And it's been pulled back for a foul. Ihataren, another one of the players that joined during the summer and hasn't really hit the ground running, but he is starting to show signs of improvement. So we're hopeful that he will indeed be a success for this club. Zefuk looking for the early cross. Nketiah was underneath it, but he couldn't get onto it. It's going to be headed out for a corner. Bellingham to take. Ihataren. Well, it's not the best effort, but it's not the worst I've seen either. Oh, Bellingham just slightly late to the ball there, but Tonali picks up the second. Here's Arcas. Oh, that's a lovely looking ball for Nketiah, and he's found him. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, it's straight down the throat of Leno. But it was a lovely move. And there's the final whistle. It's an inglorious end to a glorious career for Lionel Messi. But it's another tick in the win column for this Nottingham Forest side, who have absolutely bossed the world of football in the last 24 months. What a front three that is. Aubameyang, Messi and Griezmann. What you would pay to see them playing in their pomp together. So Messi waves goodbye to the world of football. He'll be back before too long, I'm sure of it. But that'll do it for coverage of this match at the City Ground. A match which sees the team saying goodbye to their manager of some 6 years, Dave Roberts. He'll be wandering into the distance for past as new. Quite fitting that Arcas should get the man of the match in the last game of the series there. And that is it. That's the end of the series. Unbelievably, we've reached the final day of the season. And there's no more to say. There's no more to do. Over in the blink of an eye, I think that pretty much sums it up. Because although that game was the goodbye for a plethora of players who have played at the top level, it's also a goodbye to a management career which only lasted for 6 years, but saw an unprecedented amount of success. I'm so happy to have shared that journey with you guys, and can't wait for whatever comes next. As for now, I think I'm going to take the rest of the week off, and I will be back next week with an announcement of what I'm going to be doing next between now and the introduction of eFootball. And of course, I'll be discussing whether or not eFootball even figures in the future of this channel. But until the beginning of next week, I want to say thank you so much to everybody that's watching, everybody that has watched, and anyone that is watching this days, weeks, months, years from now. It means a lot that you take time out of your lives to watch these games and these videos. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed. We recently passed 800 subscribers. It's a huge total, really is. I know that it's nothing in the grand scheme of things if you're looking at some of the other more successful YouTube creators out there, especially if you look specifically at PES. You know, I'm not up to the level of the True Brits or Spoony Pizzas, but I love every one of my subscribers just as much as they love theirs, if not more. That's going to do it then. Thank you so much once again for watching. Take care. I'll see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.